going on, everyone? So, I have not done a Blu-ray video in quite a while. I've only done one before, so I thought it was about time that I do another one for all of you because I just got a bunch of Blu-rays within the last month, so I really wanted to do another Blu-ray video for you guys. The first one was a major hit. I enjoyed doing that one so much, so I could not wait to do another one of these videos. In this collection of new Blu-rays, I only have one movie that came out within the last year, so a majority of these came out within the last 5 to, I say, 15 years, but they're all really good movies, so I'm sure you'll find a couple that you actually like out of this pile. And these Blu-rays are in no particular order. I have a stack of them right here in front of me, so I'm just going to reveal them all one by one to you guys. So let us begin! We start with the newest installment in the Rocky series, Creed. It came out in 2015, and I feel like this is actually the best Rocky movie to this date. Yes, many people will probably argue and say that the first Rocky movie is better, but I honestly feel like it's the same exact movie, but even better. The directing was better, the overall style I feel like was better, and the boxing scenes themselves were more thrilling to me and more intense, and that's just why I think Creed is a better overall movie, and I saw it at Best Buy, had to go grab it. And then I have Castaway starring Tom Hanks. To me, this is the best stranded on an island movie, and Tom Hanks in this movie is phenomenal. There are so many different ways the script goes, and I enjoy every single second of it. And Wilson, his little friend in this movie, so cute. Such a sad little scene there, but I love this movie. Okay, it's one of my first guilty pleasures, The Maze Runner, a movie that people hate on because they think it's a teen movie, and yeah, it is. It's from one of those teen adapted books to movie things. Honestly, I enjoy this movie a lot. I like the whole mystery behind it with the maze and how those spider-like creatures live inside the maze and how they kill the boys who go outside their little promenade area. And the movie itself is very thrilling, and I feel like it's a really good time. It's definitely better than the second one, The Scorched Trials, so this one overall, I really enjoy The Maze Runner. Woo! It's everybody's least favorite movie, The Amazing Spiderman 2. Okay, this movie, I understand, is not very good. In fact, for the most part, it's pretty stupid and a really bad Spider-Man movie, but I don't care at all. I like Andrew Garfield. He was great in Hacksaw Ridge and Silence, so when watching this movie, I just think of him in those movies, and I don't really care. I thought he gave a good performance as Spider-Man. The movie itself, yes, there are plenty of stupid moments, but this is a guilty pleasure, and I enjoy the hell out of this movie. I do not care whatsoever. This is an enjoyable movie. And then I have Peter Jackson's 2005 movie, King Kong, a very good take on the King Kong monster. This movie to me feels like an Oscar type of movie. A lot of really good acting. Yes, the first half, or the first 45 minutes or so, takes forever, but when we get to the island with King Kong and meet all the monsters and stuff, the movie becomes a non-stop action thriller. Great movie with King Kong in it, and what else could I possibly ask for? This movie is super enjoyable, really well done. Not to mention, it was extremely cheap at Best Buy, so if you see this for sale at Best Buy, go pick it up. She's Out of My League, an enjoyable comedy movie that's funny. It stars Jay Baruchel, and it's also relatable. Well, not to me, because I don't think there's any way in hell I'd ever get with a 10, but still, it's a really fun, enjoyable movie and definitely worth a watch. The movie that I feel like put Liam Neeson on the radar as an action star, Taken, a great thriller. I think it's one of the best thrillers within the last 10 years. This movie, from beginning to end, I was on the edge of my seat. I still love this movie to this day. It has such great action and an overall really great thriller. This movie, to this day, still remains one of my favorite action movies. I've talked about this movie plenty of times, but once again, we have John Wick starring Keanu Reeves in what I think is his best performance of all time. He is great as his character. You feel for him so much. And throughout this movie, you're on this John Wick train. You ride with him the entire time, and this movie's action is some of the best action I've ever seen on screen. It's really well filmed, and everything about this movie I just love. It's heartfelt. I love the story being told here with John Wick, and overall, John Wick is a great movie. And now here comes a movie that I feel like is completely overlooked and underrated. It's Steven Spielberg's Munich. It's the story of when Israeli athletes were murdered back in the 70s at the Olympics, and a group of men are hired to track these guys down and kill them one by one. Eric Bana is the star here, and it also has Daniel Craig as one of the supporting actors. Here's a funny little tidbit. Kieran Hines, I think that's how you pronounce his name, is in this movie, and his character's name is Carl, and he looks exactly like what Tom Hanks looked like in the movie Catch Me If You Can. And in Catch Me If You Can, Tom Hanks' character is also named Carl. Funny little thing there. I feel like Tom Hanks should have stepped in and played that role, but nonetheless, Kieran Hines did a great job. This movie is super thrilling, great action, and a great screenplay here. One of Steven Spielberg's best movies. Live, Die, and Repeat. Edge of Tomorrow, one of Tom Cruise's best performances. A very surprising movie. I love movies like this. Movies where the day just keeps repeating on, and the screenplay here is so much fun. I enjoy this movie so much every single time I watch it. I love Edge of Tomorrow. It was one great surprise and one great movie. And a movie that's exactly like the last one. Source Code. It stars Jake Gyllenhaal. You guys know I love Jake Gyllenhaal, and in this movie, he's great. This movie here follows the same kind of thing, going back every single day, keep trying over and over again. It has to do with a bomb being on a train, and Jake Gyllenhaal has to be there to save them and go back and live that day until he gets it right. It's a great movie overall, and I'm not going to talk about too much. Just go watch it if you've never seen it before. It's a really fun movie. Another Tom Hanks movie, Captain Phillips. One that also kept me on the edge of my seat from beginning to end. I do feel like it does lose a little bit of its watchability after the first time, but still, I just love this movie so much. Tom Hanks as Captain Phillips is amazing. This movie is an extremely good thriller, one that I feel like the whole family can enjoy, and it's very on the edge of your seat, adrenaline pumping type of movie. I love Captain Phillips. I feel like it deserved an Oscar back to the 2014 Oscars. It was a shame that it did not win anything, as well as the movie Prisoners. And finally, a movie that came out most recently, and that is Patriots Day. I feel like this movie was so well adapted to on-screen retelling of the Boston bombings and how they tracked down the two people that did it. Mark Wahlberg, even though his character is not a real person, he still does give a really good performance in this film. This movie is brutal, it's very intense, and made me cry a little bit in this movie. I will be honest. There are some scenes that, by especially the end, I teared up a little bit, but this movie, I feel like, was one of the best of 2016. As of right now, it falls in second place, right behind Hacksaw Ridge, and right, very ever so slightly in front of La La Land. So, Patriots Day, one hell of a great movie. It is the most recent movie that I have in this list, and it is the last movie I have for you guys. But if you have not seen Patriots Day, I feel like go watch it, even if you're not from Boston. It's an incredible movie, very well directed by Peter Berg. I feel like he found his spot when he's directing movies, and I feel like this movie is definitely worth a watch. Check out Patriots Day if you have not done so yet. Alright guys, so that was my Blu-ray video for all the Blu-rays I've acquired within the last month. Let me know down below what you thought of all the Blu-rays and give your opinion on all these movies and if you like them as well. Alright guys, so Despicable Me 3 just came out this weekend, so I might go see that. I also have plenty more videos coming out for you guys, including my review for Inception. I am really looking forward to that, talking about my favorite movie of all time. It's going to be a great time. Thank you guys all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.